Yo, what's going on everyone? In today's video, I'm going to be doing a 12-win challenge, except every time I use a card, I won't be able to repeat it. So once I win a game, I won't be able to use those same 8 cards again for the rest of the tournament. Alright, it's going to be pretty challenging, but I think my plan here is to just try and save a lot of good cards for later in the tournament, try to use some wacky decks for the first couple of games, and see if I can win those. Alright, hopping into game 1 here. My plan is really simple. I'm just trying to conserve my cards and use some pretty bad cards that I know I won't use later in the game, like Giant Skeleton, Void, Clone. So I think usually game 1 of tournaments are pretty easy. Alright, our opponent's definitely running a graveyard deck. They've got the Witch, the Ice Wizard, the Goblin Hut. So luckily we do have the Mother Witch, which does pretty much hard counter graveyard. So hopefully if we use our Mother Witch right, we should be able to get a nice easy win against this guy. So far he's playing pretty poorly. We should get a decent amount of damage here. The Mother Witch is on the tower. The Skeleton Barrel. A couple skelly hits. Okay, that's actually a lot of damage. I could have cloned there, but he probably would have went with the graveyard next play and completely taken our tower, so I didn't want to do that. Alright, now we gotta defend this push. Let's block the Witch at the bridge. Okay, perfect. Our tower's shooting at the skeletons. Play our Fishman down. Okay, he plays Vines. Okay, that's gonna get a lot of damage. Please shoot the skeletons. Okay, perfect. We're still up by a lot. We took a bit of damage, but I think this should be pretty easy to defend. Alright, I'm not sure how he's gonna keep defending this. Where he's gonna play down this Evil Witch. Our skeletons should take care of the Goblin Hut. But we have a pretty big push. Put the Void spell. That's not gonna do anything. Void is pretty much useless. Okay, good Goblin Curse though. Can we get a good clone here, maybe? Okay, so let's go for the Skeleton Barrel. Okay, he's gonna play his Goblin Hut. I'm not sure how he's gonna defend this. Okay, he won't be able to. That's gonna be a good game 1. Alright, that was a perfect win right there. We still have a lot of cards left to use in the challenge, and we just got a 4-star lucky draw. Alright, and now you can see all 8 of those cards we used in that last game we cannot use again. So this is how I'm gonna keep track of it. You see the X over the Skeleton Barrel, the Clone, the Void, all those spells will not be able to use again. Alright, I think this deck is going to be pretty tricky. We don't have a spell in this deck. I'm trying to save most of my small spells for later in the tournament. I think that's the biggest challenge, is just saving your spells, saving your cheap cycle cards, and all that stuff, because as the challenge is going to go on, our decks are going to get weirder and weirder. We lined up the Magic Archer on his tower. Will it hit his furnace? Okay, perfect. It lines up on the furnace and the tower. I'm surprised he's not playing anything. Okay, he's just going to let it take his entire furnace. Alright, he's pretty low on elixir right now. We're going to go Battle Ram, Ice Golem opposite lane. If he defends the Electro Wizard, he won't be able to defend the other lane. So we're going to get the tower here, which is really good for us because we don't have a spell to really get that guaranteed damage. So that's why I pressured so hard. Now we just gotta be careful of this push here. Let the Electro Wizard lock onto the Magic Archer. Let's get those skeletons out of here. Okay, we're gonna get most of our elixir back, and he's not gonna really be able to defend this now. Kill the Evil Witch, please. Please, Bomber. Okay, that sucks. Hopefully Magic Archer or something can lock on. There we go. Alright, pretty easy defense here. Alright, I don't think he'll be able to defend us here. I think we can pretty much take his other tower. Nothing he can really do with 15 seconds left. Alright, we're 2-0 now. Alright, my next deck here is going to be a giant graveyard deck. Hopefully we can do pretty good with this deck. He's going to be super low on elixir. He's not going to be able to defend this. All the skeletons on his tower, that's going to be his whole tower. Did he give up? He's still playing. Okay. Freeze for the 3 crown. Alright, well that was really easy. Alright, we still have a lot of good cards we can use left. A lot of cycle cards. I'm saving most of my spirits. And I'm also saving skeletons. I think I want to use those later in the game. Alright, I'm running a Royal Recruits balloon deck. I'm just going to try and play the balloon pretty sneakily. Alright, this guy has a top 500 global tournament badge. It's gonna make this pretty difficult. Hopefully he doesn't expect a balloon in this deck. I haven't played my balloon at all this game. I don't think he's gonna expect a balloon coming up here. Let's see how he defends this. I don't think he's gonna be able to defend this. He's gonna bomb tower, but he doesn't have his baby dragon in cycle. Okay, we're gonna take care of his Evo battle ram. Alright, it looks like the tower's actually gonna take out the balloon. I was hoping to get a shot here. We might be cooked. We might be cooked. Second time's the charm, okay? I'm gonna get a balloon in the back, so that way we can outcycle him here. And we get our baby dragon to go in. This is gonna be pretty difficult with the baby dragon. No, maybe I shouldn't have done this. Okay, baby dragon in front, speed up the balloon. He's gonna get back to his bomb tower. Let's make sure his battle ram doesn't kill us on the other side. And then going for another balloon. Okay, his bomb tower's out of cycle. He just has regular baby dragon, not Evo baby dragon. I should get a hit. Oh my gosh. Damn vines. Okay, we're still gonna get death damage. That's gonna be pretty good. It's time for our big push now. Okay, take out his mini P.E.K.K.A. Go balloon, opposite lane. Hopefully we can outcycle him. We're gonna have Evo baby dragon next cycle. Okay, perfect. He went baby dragon on the other side. Get some recruits in the back. Just keep building up a push. Okay, this... We might have lost here. Please take that out, please take that out. Okay, that's a lot of damage. Arrows. Okay, at least he doesn't have Evo baby dragon in cycle now. We didn't take that much damage. Let's go with more recruits in the back. Just keep clogging the lane so he can't go in. I want to go in with a balloon here. Okay, he played his baby dragon. That's perfect. Let's go balloon. All he's going to have is his bomb tower. He can vines. He can play royal delivery. Okay. Our mega minion should take that out. We should be able to defend pretty easily here. It's going to be... Okay, we got a head on the tower. Let's go. Let's go. We just need to defend for 15 seconds. We won this. Let's go. Alright, that was actually such a close game. I'm so glad we won that. If I lost this early in the challenge, I'd probably just have to restart. There's no way I could get 12 wins after losing this early. Let's go. Alright, 4-0, let's go. 4-0. The next deck I have prepared here is going to be a Golem, Sparky, Elixir Pump deck. I have no idea if this is going to work. This thing seems pretty much awful. I think this is probably the worst deck we've made so far. If I can just build up a big enough push, I don't think he'll be able to defend it. So let's go with our Sparky here. Okay, he's gonna go Expo opposite lane. Go archers just to do a little bit of damage on that. And hopefully our Sparky can shoot. Oh, no, good tornado by him. Let's earthquake this, just so it doesn't damage our tower after killing the Sparky. Alright, double elixir has started. We're in a pretty good spot here. We have our pump going on. Let's just build up a massive push. Okay, he plays his knight. We'll play our bats on that. That's a +1 trade for us. That's a pretty bad knight from him. Should we get a Sparky behind this? I'm not sure what I want to play here. I think if I play some Evo archers to take out the Tesla, that would be good. Let's just go for an earthquake. Oh, please, okay. I thought I played that into the rocket. That would have been so bad. Let's get our Evo archers. Okay, he blocks with his knight. Our golem's pretty much dead here. It's not looking great. Okay, Electro Dragon on the tower. That's gonna get some decent damage. Okay, golem at the bridge here. I don't think he can defend this now. With just 10 seconds left. Yeah, he's definitely not gonna be able to defend this. Okay, that was actually a pretty close one. I thought we weren't going to be able to come back, but he couldn't defend the Golem Sparky. New meta. We're 5-0 now. It's time to outskill our opponents with some P.E.K.K.A. Goblin Giant. You know, the most skilled matchup in the game. Our opponent has seemed to outskilled us. Let's move on to the next one. Alright, we are 5-1 now. It's a lot earlier than I'd like my first loss, but I think we'll survive. Let's just outskill our opponent with the same P.E.K.K.A. God Giant deck. Alright, we're gonna 3-crown him. He deserves to get 3-crown for P.E.K.K.A. God Giant. I mean, I'm using it too, but that's just for the challenge. I hate P.E.K.K.A. God Giant. We just gotta defend this push here. Alright. Got a P.E.K.K.A going into his Goblin Giant. I just don't want his Fisherman to hook it. We should be able to kill the Goblin Giant pretty easily. Good vines. Mini P.E.K.K.A, please take out the Fisherman. Okay. Yeah, we can't defend that. Let's just go for the 3 crown. Player P.E.K.K.A. And then Goblin Giant, and I don't think he'll be able to defend us. Alright, pretty nice win. We are now 6-1, and it's time to use Drill Mirror Wall Breakers. This is a really interesting log bait deck. I'm just really hoping I can screw him over with Mirror. I don't really have any other game plan other than that. Hopefully it works. He's not ready for this push. Goblin Drill in the back. Wall Breakers. 1 connect. Let's go. Okay, guards on the tower. Easy tower down. Let's go. We just gotta play defense for a minute 50 now. He couldn't handle the Wall Breakers Mirror. Now it looks like he gave up. A super easy win. You know, I thought I was gonna struggle with that deck, but that was actually pretty easy. Let's go. We are now 7-1. It is time for some Egiant. This deck's pretty bad. We got the NATO. You know, I just try to pick a couple cards that could synergize with Egiant. Of course, we're pretty limited in our cards. We're over halfway through the challenge. We don't really have a whole lot of cards left. Let's go Egiant in the back. First play. Yeah, he gives us the wow. I know. He's not ready for it. Nice defense here. We're going to get a nice counter push going on. Hopefully this takes out the Evo Witch pretty easily and put our Egiant in front. He's going to be pretty low on Elixir. Okay, he's going to play his Royal Ghost. Let's try and predict his Fisherman. No! Oh man, that sucks. I just didn't get it down soon enough. I knew he was going to Fisherman. I should have placed that sooner. That's alright. Heading into overtime now. Okay, hopefully we can defend this. We have our Evo Inferno Dragon. That card has been putting in the work this game. Okay, his tower's pretty low. His Executioner the back here. I just need to be ready for his next Royal Giant. Let's Berserker for that. Okay, now let's go for our Goblin Huts. And then E-Giant. He just used all his Elixir and his Fisherman, so he's not going to be able to pull our E-Giant back. So I think that should be a good game. Okay, perfect. Our Executioner's on the tower. That is going to be a good game. And we are now 8-1. Now I got a bit of a Mega Knight bait deck. I try to make it pretty similar to the one with the Wall Breakers in it, but of course I didn't have Wall Breakers anymore, so I used Suspicious Bush instead. But it still has the Archer Queen, it still has the Prince. This deck's a nuisance to play against. Please don't hit my tower. Please don't hit my tower. Oh my god. Yeah. Awesome. I love Prince. Buff Prince. Alright, he's got a nice push here. Okay, he's got the Evo Skeleton Barrel. Take out those skeletons. Oh yeah, it's gonna get a bit of damage on our tower. I'll save my Fireball here. Just go for a Prince and then get the Mega Knight down. And he's low-key down a lot of Elixir. So I'm gonna be ready with my Fireball. Let's see what he plays. He plays the Prince, but that's gonna get taken out pretty easily. Is he gonna be able to defend this? Okay, Evil Wall Breakers. Zap that. Can we get a lucky Prince charge? Oh, let's go. Yep. I deserve that after that. What happened to me earlier. We are just a couple wins away from completing this challenge. This challenge has honestly been so difficult. And the deck we're using is pretty terrible, but I think the Minion Horde is going to be the surprise factor. If we can just catch him off guard with the Minion Horde, I think we should be good. I'll save my Mortar for defense. I don't want to play too aggressive with this deck, because I could just lose the game straight up. So I'm going to play pretty safe until I know all his cards. Okay, he's got a Golden Knight. Let's play a defensive Mortar here. Okay, he lightnings our mortar. That was a lot of elixir. We can get a nice counter push here. Let's play our goblin barrel. Okay, he has Mother Witch. That sucks. I have so many swarm cards in this deck. Okay. Got a couple pigs to deal with. That's fine. Take out the Mother Witch. It's gonna keep shooting the pigs. We are up in damage. I'm not sure how, but we are. Okay, perfect. Let's just defend his Golden Knight. Tombstone because he doesn't have Mother Witch in cycle. And we can Bandit. It's gonna take that out. And he's gonna have to spend some elixir to defend this. I don't know what he's gonna really do here. He doesn't have elixir. Okay, perfect. That's a lot of damage. It's pretty much his whole tower. Let's go. We have a nice lead here. We just need to keep playing defense.
Excuse me, don't you know who I am?
And not sell this game. His Mother Witch is gonna put in work on this tombstone here. Oh, uh-oh. That was a good lightning. So I go back to our bandit so we can take out the Mother Witch. Okay, he's not really gonna get that much damage. Thankfully, we should have this game in the bag. 25 more seconds. We just have to actually take his tower. It's always hard in these games without a big spell, or without spells really, when it comes to actually taking the tower, getting the last little bit of damage. So, but we should be good here. 10 seconds left. And we pretty much got his whole other tower with our minion horde. So, perfect, good game. We are now just 2 wins away. If I win this challenge, I need everyone to drop a sub and like the video. Please, it helps a lot. I've been trying to save some pretty good cards for the last 2 games because I figured those would be some of the trickiest games. So I have a pretty decent minor poison deck. It's not amazing, but for what we've been playing with, I think this is actually pretty solid. The minions are pretty strong, and I feel like with minor poison, you can pretty much just win any matchup. Alright, let's poison his furnace. I think we missed the furnace timing, so the furnace is actually going to survive with 1 tick left. Never mind, our ice wizard's going to just take it out. Okay, let's get our mighty miner in the back for a 3-card cycle. Not sure what I want to play here. Okay, he's gonna get down another furnace. I don't have my poison in cycle. Let's get an ice wizard down to help with the fire spirits. Okay, perfect. Okay, knight on top of the furnace. We just need to play this game really patient, keep chipping away at his tower. There's nothing else we can really do. It's time to play some defense. He plays his Expo down. We're going to go Mighty Miner to the opposite lane because I knew he would place down his Tesla with it. Poison, that should be enough. Okay, he's going to pull that over, so we do need to play something else down. And then I'm going to go in... Yeah, I'm going to go in with a miner here, maybe? I'll wait a little bit. Let's Ice Wizard on the Ice Golem. Okay, perfect, perfect. He plays a defensive Expo. I don't really like that. Let's go with Miner, and then we can poison both of that. So we get a decent amount of chip damage here, and we get his defensive Expo pretty much gone. Let's Mighty Miner in the back for a 3-card cycle. Okay, he plays his Tesla over there. He's setting up for another Expo. That's fine. Okay, he's gonna play his Evo Furnace, so this might be a pretty big push from him. Let's keep applying pressure in the opposite lane. I'm gonna wait on my poison. Okay, I'm gonna play it now. I was waiting to see maybe if he was gonna play his Expo, but I think it's better to just use it now. There's his Expo. That's fine. We have our Evo Knight, which should counter the Expo pretty good. Let's Miner and then poison. Okay, and then he just lightning, which still didn't take everything out. So that's going to be a lot of pressure on his tower, and he's down a lot of elixir. So that's some pretty good damage, some pretty good defense so far. He's going to play his Expo down. Let's go Mighty Miner opposite lane, just keep distracting that. I'm going to go Miner poison on that. We're up good damage, I just need to make sure we don't throw on defense here. So if we spend a little bit extra, okay, our Expo goes onto the tower, not onto the knight. Okay, that's all right. We're still up a lot. We're chilling. We're chilling. Minor. Let's keep putting pressure opposite side. Okay, I'm gonna go knight, and then I need to get a poison down here. Okay, poison everything. All right, this should take care of everything pretty nicely. Pretty solid defense. Only a little bit of damage, but we're still up. We just need to close out this game. 1 more minute left. Evil Furnace in the back. Okay, let's set up a Tesla here. Okay, he's gonna block. That's fine. We're gonna Mighty Miner opposite lane. And, okay, that's some good poison value, and we can log this. And hopefully that takes everything out. So let's pressure the opposite lane. Okay, good. We have our poison if he plays anything. There we go. Poison the Furnace. Okay, that's good damage. Okay, we have our Evo Knight, so this should be pretty easy to defend. We're gonna Miner here, log it, get our Ice Wizard down just to keep blocking. Okay, he's gonna Lightning, but that was a pretty bad Lightning. So we're gonna get our Mighty Miner down for a 3-card cycle, and then Miner, and we're just gonna keep applying pressure for the last 10 seconds, and he's not gonna be able to break through. And his Expo's gonna lock onto the Knight, perfect, and that's gonna be a good game. Oh, let's go. Okay, we are 1 win away. We just need 1 more win. 1 more. Alright, I'll see you guys in the next one. We are now 11-1, 1 game away from completing this challenge. I saved Hog Rider. I'm a Hog EQ player. That's my main deck. So I saved Hog Rider for last. I saved Skeletons. I knew I wanted a Hog Rider deck for the very last game, so I tried to save a couple cards, make it a solid deck. I saved Barb Barrel, I saved Lightning. I just wanted a good solid deck that I know I could beat pretty much any matchup with. We're 1 game away. Let's get it. If you guys are still watching, thank you so much for the support. Alright, this guy's playing a little bit of a weird giant skeleton deck. Let's hog opposite lane and then pull the guards into the middle. Okay, he's got an Inferno Tower, which is actually pretty nice for our Lightning. So, that should be pretty good. His guards get a little bit of damage. Let's not leak Elixir here. Let's just Barb Barrel. And let's see what he plays. I want to get my 3-card cycle going. Okay. He's going to play his Inferno Dragon in the opposite lane. Okay, let's get a Wizard, and then let's drop our Royal Delivery. And our Skeletons. Perfect. Okay, we just have to be careful with that Inferno Dragon. Okay, our Wizard's actually going to lock onto that. I wasn't even paying attention to my Monk. I could have popped my ability there, but I was too focused on the other side. Okay, he's going to Tornado. That's fine. We're going to go in with our Hog Rider, because he can't Tornado to the King Tower. I'm just gonna keep waiting. Alright, let's go in here. And then now we have our Lightning. Perfect. Alright. He's gonna Fireball that. It still gets a shot. Let's go. Nice hog. 1 shot. Alright, we're in a pretty good spot here. We're pretty even in Elixir right now. Just gonna cycle my Wizard so I can get back to my Evolved Wizard. Okay, let's get our cannon down here. Okay, that's going to be perfect for our Barb Barrel Royal Delivery. Then get our Skeletons down. Actually, let's go Hog. Alright, Skeletons for this. Now we Wizard. And we can keep protecting our Wizard with the Monk. Okay, it's gonna be a little bit tough for him to deal with. Okay, he's gonna play his own Wizard. That's pretty bad. Our Monk's just gonna reflect that. His tower's really low. We're super close to winning this. Alright, let's keep cycling our Wizards. Our Royal Delivery is gonna be so helpful in this, and our Lightning's gonna take care of the E-Drag. Or sorry, the I-Drag. Okay. He played his Tesla or his Inferno Tower. I don't really like that play, because let's just get our 3-card cycle. Okay, that's fine. Let's cycle back to our wizard. Oh, nice, we hit his wizard. We got a good royal delivery value if we want to drop it here, but I think we'll be fine. Now we can go in with a hog, and then we can lightning predict. There we go. Okay, wizard, take care of the guards. Get a little bit of damage. Okay, he's gonna fireball. Is he gonna have anything for this? He has no elixir. Let's go. Good game. We went 12-1 in this challenge. This is just a visual representation of every card we used. This challenge was pretty difficult. If you guys have any other ideas for challenges, comment down below. Leave a like, subscribe. I really appreciate you guys for watching. It's a really tricky challenge. So if there's anything you guys want me to see in the future, just let me know down below. Thank you for watching.